Do you remember how in the Torah, I likened it to your mom telling you to clean your bedroom? Oh, and telling you exactly what she wanted and what she meant when she said a clean room? Or your teacher saying, hey, here's the assignment. If you want an A+, here's everything I'm looking for. And I said, that's what God was doing in the Torah. He was laying out exactly how the people were to act and how to worship him. Well, now in the next section, and in the way the Old Testament was set up in the way Jesus read it, it's called the Nevi'im, the prophets. And it's a little bit different than it's laid out in your Bible. This is going to be Joshua, Judges, Samuel, it's just one book, not 1st and 2nd Samuel, Kings, again, just one book. And then it goes into Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and the 12. Those are those 12 books at the end of the Old Testament normally. Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi. Those are just one book called the 12. And so you're going to leave the Torah with God saying, here's exactly what I expect of you. Here's the assignment. Here's the criteria. And then you're going to watch in those next books, Joshua, Judges, Samuel, Kings, and see, what did they do? Did they do exactly what God told them to do? He laid it out. When you obey, when you make the right choice, you choose life, here's all the blessings you get. But when you disobey, when you choose the wrong thing and choose death, here's the consequences. It's no different than your mom or your teacher saying, here's what I want. If you don't clean your bedroom, here's the consequence. Your teacher says you don't do everything I tell you to do, you're not going to get that A. So as you read Joshua, Judges, Samuel, and Kings, look and see, did they do what they were supposed to do? Where did they obey? When didn't they obey? And then Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and 12 tells us the consequences. When they didn't obey, God told them, your enemies will come, Assyria, Babylon will come from the north, and they will take you. They will capture you and take you back to their lands. So that's what we're seeing happen in Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel. We're seeing the temple destroyed, the city of Jerusalem destroyed. That's the consequences. Even the 12, those minor prophets are talking about it. But not only do they talk about, here's what happened, here's why, here's when it happened, but they also start looking ahead because God told Moses back in the Torah, they will mess up. I know they will. But here's the good news. I'm going to change their hearts. And one day, things will get better. So you also have Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and the 12 talking about here's what it's going to be like one day when things are different. And Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and the 12 are sometimes really hard to read. There's so many strange and crazy images and things it talks about, and you're like, I don't know. So I'm going to give you a simple hint. As you're reading, ask yourself, does this sound like a good thing or a bad thing? Is this as being described, would I want this happening to me or would I be scared? And as you start to see those good things looking forward, those are probably the things we're all still waiting to come because we are still looking forward to that day when we have a new heart and Jesus is reigning on the throne. So, as you read through the Nevi'im, the prophets, Joshua, Judges, Samuel, and Kings, ask yourself, are they doing what God told them to do? If this was an assignment, are they getting that A or are they failing miserably? And then as you get to Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and the 12, ask yourself, does this sound like it's bad? Because it's probably happening or describing the events that just happened, the destruction of the temple, the destruction of Jerusalem, the people getting taken away. Or is this good? Is this something we're looking forward to? So thanks for joining me, and I'll talk to you next week.